So here we are for the For the Children event, and it's funny, we were scheduled for yesterday, and on Saturday night, we got the word that they were forecasting a tropical storm. So unfortunately, we lost some musicians that were contributing to this and the planning and everything. So
all right,
let's
folks,
give them a hand.
let's give you an update from Washington, D.C. We are going to go live here. John Gentry and I will be going live here in D.C. at the For the Children event here at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So here in about an hour and a half, we'll be going live from here. Kirk's Law Corner will be live, in person live, and live on Facebook. So I'm trying to send a request here to invite Christopher Hallett, and now it's not letting me do it. I know I did it the other night, but I don't see any comments, so I don't even. Oh wait, there's some comments. All right, Chris, send me a request to join. It says add viewers. Man, this is crazy. Anyway, you can see I'm in DC right here. There's the Jenny Pond. There's the Lincoln Memorial there behind me. And there's the For the Children event going on right over there. John went over to get something to drink, but just want to let y'all know we're going to be going live at 8 p.m. doing Kirk's Law Corner live Monday night. Yeah, you bet. Let's see. No. Now, I know it said the other night I could invite, but I don't see that now. So hopefully Chris gets on here. Oh, there's Neely. Get Neely.
On behalf of families that get lost in the red tape, the bureaucracy, the profiteering. There's a lot of flaws in child protective services.
Yeah, Johanna, go ahead and send him a he's supposed to know that I'm going live, but I'm supposed to send him an invite, but it ain't working like it did last time, so. There's Neely.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm gonna get away from this noise so I can actually hear.
Okay. So, what is going on there? Everybody wants an update.
Live music.
Live music?
Live music.
Yeah. And where did y'all go today?
There's been a few speakers and stuff, and Kirk's Law Corner is going to end the night down here, 8 p.m. in D.C. in front of the Lincoln Memorial at 8 p.m. here. We're gonna go live, in person live on Facebook as well, right here on Kirk's Law Corner. So just to let everybody know, if you're in town in D.C. area, and you're within an hour and a half from here, come on down, come meet John Gentry and myself live, in person, while we go live.
Awesome. So if you're in Washington, D.C., definitely go down to the Lincoln Memorial, and you can meet Kirk and John. And
how do you like the new shirt?
I love it. I love it. That was awesome. Kathy made it.
Yes, Kathy Watson made this shirt for me. It is a one of a kind, but we will have make up other ones if people want to order these shirts. They also did one for John Gentry for We the People V50.com. So if people want those shirts, you can order those shirts from us. We don't even know a price yet or anything. So we'll have to get with Kathy Watson on that and get a price going for shirts. So this is part of what we were talking about, building a team, you know. Chris, John, and myself, yeah, we're a great team doing what we do, but we need more support. There's a lot more things out there that can be done to make this get bigger. So I've been watching the numbers on Facebook, and the numbers are growing like crazy. So I just want to say thank you to all of our followers out there, our continued followers that have been following for a year or two when I was back on Blog Talk Radio and when it was Law for Dummies. So I want to thank you all out there for supporting us and following along and sharing this and making this stuff go viral. It's starting to get bigger. So
where did y'all go today? You went to the Supreme Court? Yes.
Actually, we went down to the India embassy. Was trying to be legal advocates for a gentleman that's being incarcerated out in Georgia. And I'm really surprised that they didn't jump at us trying to help one of their people, you know. They were just like, oh, well, you got to go to Atlanta, Georgia for that and stuff. And so we said, okay, whatever, you know, we're just trying to let you know that one of your people that's on a visa here may be unlawfully incarcerated. So then we went down to the Supreme Court, and that was pretty amazing. I got some pictures. I'll be uploading those later, maybe tonight or probably tomorrow or something. So.
Yep, that's exciting. Well, I wish I was there with you guys, but we'll be in Washington soon. So I have a feeling we're going to be doing a lot of work there over the next few months to a year. So I'm really excited and about everything that's going on. So everybody's getting along, and that's awesome that they had the voice contestant that's on The Voice. So is she currently on The Voice? Is she like a contestant right now?
Not right here tonight.
I know not tonight, but
yeah, she is. She's supposed to be a contestant for The Voice. So
okay, that's Aaron right now, right? It's Aaron right now.
She was singing a little bit ago.
Awesome.
Anyway, God, what was I going to say? Oh, the group of people that we have staying with some friends of John, very, very hospitable people, very loving, caring people. They're so awesome. Mike and Ingrid. God, I can't remember the name of the city. Anyway, we have James Kelly up there. We have Carlos Rivera up there. Brenda Johnson's up there with us. Kathy Watson is up there with us. And we're all staying right there with Ingrid and Mike, and you know, they're feeding us, letting us use their shower. The neighbors letting us use a travel trailer, a nice big travel trailer to sleep in, to stay in, and save us a ton of money trying to stay in motel rooms. So
now, what is going on tomorrow with the educational panels? I've gotten some messages about the educational panels tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we are an 8-hour block with members of Congress, delegates, and some of their assistants. The last number I heard was over 50 people. So we're set up to go.
So if anybody's in Washington, D.C. that's watching this right now, any representatives or senators, definitely message. You can either message me and I'll get the message to Kirk, or message Kirk. I know you're busy, Kirk. So, and we'll get you to the right place if you want to come hear all the educational speakers speak tomorrow. And it's going on tomorrow and then the next day.
Yep.
So,
So the tomorrow is more of a, we're educating them on what the problems are that we see, and we have a really good panel here that's really gonna, show what's going on in society as a whole and how it's being affected. And then John and I are gonna end it with the law stuff and the solutions. So, this isn't just a sit down BS session, where we're complaining about stuff.
yeah.
These are people that are wanting to affect change and restore the republic. Okay, these are people that want to sit down with us because they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And so this is actually a sit down of problems and solutions. This isn't just a bitch session, So
Yeah.
we're doing what we can to affect change, to restore the republic. And I hope to see one day where family courts are no longer in existence. And in fact, I want to see where none of these admiralty jurisdiction, private corporation, kangaroo courts are shut down. All of them, because it's not just the family court, it's not just family law. So for those of you who've been following me long enough, you understand that I'm not just about family law. I've been at this for 23 years before I even got into the family law stuff 3 years ago. So, I understand what's going on at the root problem of all this. And that's what we need to address. And I keep saying this over and over again, people need to get local. You need to get with your local representative, and you need to find the ones that are patriots, that want to restore the republic. Get them educated. There's a process out there, right? We always talk about criminal rules of procedure and civil rules of procedure and family law rules of procedure. There is a set of rules of procedure for addressing the legislature. You understand that we're a republic here, right? We're self-governed. How do we keep control of that? And in my Idaho Constitution, it's Article 1, Section 2, that says all political power is inherent in the people. We have the right to alter, reform, or abolish anything at any time.
Yeah. I was having a really good conversation with someone the other day, and they said, it's just like we have the right to bear arms, but the government doesn't provide us arms, right? We go buy guns, or we make guns, and it's just like that. So with jury trials, if they're telling you that they're not going to provide a jury trial, well, then we get our own jury trials. We get our own peers, supposed to be our peers. So making little changes like that is so important, and bringing back the rule of law, is what we all need to be focusing on.
The question is okay, so how do we exercise that right of political power to alter, reform, or abolish anything at any time? In Idaho Constitution, it's Article 1, Section 10. It says that we are to instruct our representatives by filing petitions with the legislature, because that's the lawmaking branch, right? And being we are by consent only, we can also revoke that consent. We can alter, we can repeal, and we can abolish anything at any time, because all political power is inherent in the people. So when we go look for these rules of procedure, we have to look for those rules of procedure in the House rules. Like in Idaho, they actually separate it. We have House rules, we have Senate rules, and we have joint rules. So, no, that is not the grand jury. Nope. This is not the grand jury. This is what we're talking about, is altering, reforming, or abolishing the statutory law that they have unlawfully made. They've usurped the law, right? They've trespassed the law. They've usurped their powers that were delegated by Constitution. There are certain powers that were retained by the people, right? See the 9th and the 10th Amendment. So what are those powers? Well, one of those powers is the common law. We are supposed to have common law courts for our private. These are supposed to be the people's courts. These are not courts of the United States. These are the people's courts. Two clear, distinct style and type of courts. That would be the power that was not delegated to the United States and not delegated to the states, right? Because it
Yep.
says the powers not delegated here are reserved to the states, respectively, or to the people. So before we talk about the powers that weren't delegated in the Constitution of the United States of America, nor prohibited, right? Before we talk about what wasn't delegated that's reserved to the states, we're going to talk about the powers that were reserved by the people. And that's right in the preambles of the Constitution of the United States of America. It specifically says, we the people, in order to form a more perfect union, we the people establish justice, not government. We
Yep.
the people ensure domestic tranquility, not government. We
Yep.
the people provide for the common defense,
Yep.
not government. Those are some of those, 3 of those powers that were not delegated to government in general at all. Right?
Yep.
So,
Yep. So do you feel the Washington spirit? Every time I go to Washington, D.C., I just feel so, like so much history has gone on there. And you haven't got to go any museum. Have you got to go to any museums or anything? See any, not, I'm sure, or Library of Congress? Have you made it there?
we did go by there. We didn't go in or anything, but it's kind of funny seeing all these big, huge buildings that are all archives and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, okay, you guys have all this stuff archived here. How in the hell do you not know how our form of government is supposed to be limited in its powers and the history of what we have gone through? Well, because they don't want us to have that power. They want to have the power over the people. And this is exactly what our founders fought against. It's already in the like the Declaration of Independence. It's already there, right? Declared acts of tyranny. One of them being the legislature does not have the power to legislate for us in all cases whatsoever, right? That's not a power delegated. That's a declared act of tyranny. Can anybody out there think of one case that the legislature has not created a statutory jurisdiction for us to be subject to? I ain't found one. I ain't never been in any other jurisdiction than an admiralty jurisdiction court.
Yep. Yep.
Well, where the heck did John go? He said he was going over to get a drink.
You don't see him?
No, I've been waiting over here by the corner here, so I don't know what happened to him. But,
Well,
this is going to take some work. This is going to take the people coming together in your individual states and abolishing this stuff. Plain and simple. We need to petition the legislature, and we say, you know what? We no longer consent to that stuff, and I don't even know how that got made because that's a trespass of the law. Now, Some of this stuff's been made a long time ago, right? So we have people that were members of Congress or members of the state legislature that passed this stuff, right? And they're already either gone out of office or dead. So it's up to us to come in and clean it up. Now that we have this information highway, we can all study the law. We can all understand what it's supposed to be like as it is written. So
Exactly. Exactly. And there's just no need, with all of us coming together, we should be able to do this no problem, and especially we have a president now that supports us and supports the rule of law. We should have no problem. Of course, we're going to have resistance, as you've seen, they call them the bad
People are
people,
so funny.
call themselves the resistance, you know.
Are you
Like,
going to
good,
take? Here's the question. This is funny. Are you going to take over our government? Yikes! Who will run things? You, Fran, Gentry? Oh no. You don't understand this. We're a republic. We are self-governed. We don't need people to run our lives. It's called life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Get the hell out of my life and leave me alone.
Exactly.
That's my right to pursue my happiness how I see fit, without any interference by any man.
Exactly.
Right? Including the ones in disguises.
Exactly. You know, it's like I wouldn't have my little girl taken from me, you know, if we were able to govern ourselves, you know, if it was going like that, but it wasn't. You know, in 2010 when Obama was still in office, you know, it wasn't going like that. So now that we have a president that supports us, we just need, you know, the education, and Kirk's Law Corner gives that education. So get on here, get involved with us. We're all your friends. We love you all, and we're gonna keep on fighting until this is fixed, and until our kids are returned to us. And you're right. We don't need we don't need you to tell us what to do with our lives. We were
That's not
completely
what we
fine before
instituted
you
government
ruined
for.
it. Yeah. Exactly. Let's see.
No, see, this again, right here, federalist supremacy law and all states must apply. To a certain extent, somewhat. The Constitution of the United States of America is the supreme law of the land. It is not the law. It is the supreme due process of the law. It enables us, we the people, to come together, and this is the only thing that we do democratically. We are not a democracy because we vote for our representatives in government. We are a constitutional republic. The Constitution is our form of government. That is how things are brought into being. The process, due process, right? So the process for bringing the president into being is in the Constitution. The process for how we bring members of the Congress into being is in the Constitution. Okay? Bills of rights are merely declaratory of the common law. That's our law. That's the law. Right? Law of the land is just due process. That's it. The process for bringing things into being. Just like the governor, right? Just like the legislative branch. We bring in legislators, or how about our sheriff or our governor, or how about Supreme Court justices? We vote for them, right? But then again, those are the people that's supposed to be hearing things to do with suing in between themselves, right? Bad actors in government. They're the ones that are subject to that law. Not us, not we the people. The people live at the private, right?
Yep. You know, we've got some new people coming in. If you guys are just popping into the feed, Kirk's down in Washington, D.C. at the Lincoln Memorial. If you are there or around there and want to come join him, meet him, they've got music going on, and they're waking people up. Is Connie still there?
No,
she
came and spoke. She came and spoke earlier and then took off.
Okay.
I tried to meet her and she just kind of blew me off. So.
Oh, she's nice. She's nice.
Yeah.
I know that there's a lot. I know when I went last year, there was just so much going on, you know, and people are meeting for the first time, and you know, but you know, she's an attorney and nobody really knows, but I know that that's an attorney that stood up for people the best that she knew how, you know. I guarantee you when she took the bar, she didn't know what she was getting herself into. But
right.
Let's see, Connie and Jennifer were just live. Something Veronica said. Hey Veronica.
All right.
Nice to see
there
you
it
too.
Is.
Yay! Is there a bunch of, hey, what are the tourists like right now? Is there a bunch of tourists there?
Oh yeah, there's all sorts of people here.
Yeah. I know last year I was sitting on the Lincoln steps and some guy from China was talking to me and he was like, yeah, I'm over here visiting because I heard the American was just going down. And I'm like, well, you know, kind of, but we're fixing it. And so we sat over there and just talked for a while. And do you know that he said that it was illegal in China for them to get on our Facebook? Like they weren't even allowed to get on our Facebook. I don't know if that's changed, but that's what he said. I thought that was pretty interesting. So, but
Yeah, this is pretty crazy. I've never been this far from home. I've never been to Washington, D.C.
well, we'll be back there. I'm sure we've got a lot of work to do over the next couple months. So, but while you're there, you need to go. You need to go and go look at everything and do some lives for us. Go inside the museum.
Well, you know, we're pretty busy as it is. So, we did get to go down to the Supreme Court and yeah, where are you, John? You can see where I'm at if he's watching the video.
Yeah, he jumped on. Maybe he lost you. So stay where you are so he can come find you.
I'm just going to go right back over here.
So, well, I love you, Kirk. And I don't know, did Chris message you?
If he did, I didn't get it while I'm on here.
Okay.
It takes over the whole phone, so.
So they will be doing Kirk's Law Corner live tonight. You're going to be at the Lincoln Memorial doing it, right?
Yep. We'll be starting at about 8 o'clock, which is about an hour and 10 minutes from now. So you've got an hour and 10 minutes to get down here to meet John and I in person, live broadcast on location at the Lincoln Memorial Park, right in front of the Lincoln Memorial. I'm right here now, so come down here if you can make it. If not, tune in here on Kirk's Law Corner. We'll be back on live at 8 o'clock Eastern time here.
And new viewers, I saw a couple of new people jump on. If you're interested and want to support us and reforming the courts and bringing back due process, join Kirk's Law Corner on Facebook, and you can join us in our fight. So
yeah,
we will continue to fight until we have all of our babies home where they should be. So they're playing some good music. What?
Can you hear the music?
Yeah.
Where in the heck did John go?
He's watching. It says he's watching right now. John, are you? Say something on here. It says you're watching. Somebody said, when will we come to Los Angeles? Well, when Kirk gets back over here and you want to do an educational panel in Los Angeles, I'll go pick Kirk up and we'll come to Los Angeles. I've never been there.
There you go, Tony Pellegrino. There you are. Ears burning, brother? I'm looking for John Gentry. He's supposed to have gone over and got a drink for me, but yeah, we're going to get our curriculum put together and put all this new e-clause stuff in it and all that good stuff. So we're going to be working out of the office there in Boise. And again, right here, providing for the common defense, right? Because that's a right. We don't have to seek permission to do that. Christopher Hallett's already put that in his practitioner's judicial report. We already know that. Whoa.
Where's John?
I don't know. I'm kind of looking for John right now. He was supposed to go over here and get a drink and come back.
I've been with the Congress all day. room by room by room with Vicky and a group of women.
Looking for
We
us?
got a no.
Oh.
Congress haven't passed the.
We're live. We can talk in a minute. We're gonna go look for John because I don't know what happened to him. It says he's watching, I guess, supposedly. So maybe he got tied up over here and talking to somebody. But this is weird that John would come over here to get a drink and not come back. And we lost Neely. Oh, Neely's calling him now.
Probably sitting down over there.
Now there was a few others that said they wanted to meet tonight. So I don't know. Well, I don't know how late we'll be down here, but
I haven't seen Connie either.
Connie was already here and gone.
Oh, okay. Oh, there he is.
Where?
In the jacket.
Oh, yep. Okay. We found him. Well, you know, this stuff isn't going to fix itself, folks. And leaders lead by example, and that's what we're doing, right? Me, Tony Pellegrino, John Gentry, Christopher Hallett, we're leading by example. You know, it's at this point, it's lead, follower, get out of the way. Because we're coming. We're making this happen. We're going to do what we're supposed to do, and we're going to follow the law in a non-violent, civilized revolution.
That is against
Right?
illegal state statutes and circumvents our Constitution should be.
Here I am.
Found my brother from another mother.
Hey guys, how are you?
You're making me worried. You
Because
didn't come
they're
back.
going to be next.
Oh, here's your Gatorade.
Thank you, sir. Can you open that?
Like I was trying to
Are we on Kirk's Law?
We are
right now?
still live right now. Say hi and
No, put 'em in-
You know,
put 'em in that group.
while we're on
Tell
here,
them
I
to-
was
tell them to sign up
absolutely
for our
astounded.
website.
I went to the Supreme Court of the United
And
States
there's-
today.
There's a way that you can
And
do it
because I wanted to check the
to
record,
where you
the
can
clerk's
explain
office
to
said, "Oh well, we excluded 14 of your 17 appendixes from the online record, so that you can't see it; it's concealed from the public. But if you go to the clerk's office, you can see it there." So I wanted to verify that. I wanted to verify that I could go to the clerk's office and have access to the clerk's office.
Yeah.
And
when I
sorry,
trained
Kirk's
people
playing around with the
to-
screen.
to
Clerk's office of the Supreme Court of the United States and said, "Hey, I'd like to see my two cases here." And so they brought out one of the cases, and they had this guy, Alfonso Hernandez versus Jeff Sessions, has got a document filed into my case. Like, the Supreme Court Clerk's office filed a document from another case into my case. How in the hell do I possibly know that the Supreme Court of the United States is even reading the right petition if they can't file the right document into our case? I am absolutely astounded at our highest court can't do something as simple as get the right paper into the right folder. Absolutely astounded by it, guys.
what do you think, John? Do you think they're completely incompetent to even sit on the bench?
Well, no, I wouldn't say that. I think that.
I mean, if you can't file a piece of paperwork in a correct folder, you don't even belong there.
Yeah, that's the. I mean,
Simple numbers.
that's the clerk's office. That's not the justices. But the justices
Yeah.
are responsible for overseeing what happens in their court. You know, they're absolutely responsible. You know, as a former Marine, you know, you are responsible for the behavior of your troops. You know, and these Supreme Court justices are absolutely responsible for the failure of their clerks to do their job properly. And then you get back to 14 of my 17 appendixes excluded, and then they took off the cover pages so you don't know what appendix you're looking at, and then they flip-flop the pages, so you start at page 46, 47, and then it goes to page 34. You know, it's like they shuffle the deck to make it impossible to see, you know, what appendix is what. I mean, I'm very disappointed in our highest court. to say the least. But I'll let them know in a petition for rehearing. Absolutely, and I will bring all of it. At least I'll get them a record so that the rest of the country can see that these guys are they're not doing their job right. And it's very disappointing. Very disappointing.
Yeah, I can't believe that, John. That's absolutely insane that they had the somebody else's stuff filed into your case. I bet that other person has no idea that their stuff is filed in your case.
And now there are none out there.
And the crazy part, it was for Jeff Sessions, the Attorney General.
What do you mean?
My concern.
The suit was between another man versus Jeff Sessions.
What?
Yeah, but it's a whole nother case.
A document that belongs in somebody else's case. They missed it by 2 numbers.
Yeah. So, this is my concern. This is the Supreme Court of the United States, right? And so they open up the folder and they're like, oh, this is this Hernandez versus Jeff Sessions. This is crap. We don't need to hear it. Deny review, deny certiorari, when it's actually, Gentry versus Tennessee, which is a profoundly important case demanding reform of a corrupt government. So, how do you screw up a piece of paper like that? Maybe it's intentional. Maybe, who knows? Who knows, right? Maybe the intent was to put it in there so they open the folder and go, oh yeah, it's the wrong case. Maybe, let's give them a benefit of a doubt. Let's give them a benefit of a doubt and say it's clerical error.
Clerical error and mistake.
But
human error.
This is our highest court. There shouldn't be clerical errors, right?
Yeah.
The Supreme Court of the United States should not have clerical errors like that.
Well, and they're making enough money. They definitely shouldn't be making mistakes like that. If I had a job as the clerk at the Supreme Court, I wouldn't be making, because they're making all kinds of money.
Yeah.
Right.
They can't even do their job right.
When you couple it with the fact that they excluded 14 of 17 appendixes from the online record, and then you add the further fact that is undeniable that they put appendix F before appendix C and misordered the appendixes, it's like they are intentionally, that's what that looks like to me, is they are intentionally deceiving the public as to what was filed in the Supreme Court of the United States. And as a people, we cannot accept deception from our highest court. And I think, make no mistake, taking the appendixes that is, in my mind, pure deception of the American public. It makes my trading look disorganized. It is not acceptable.
It's not at all. Did you take a picture of that?
Oh, hell yeah, I did. And that picture is going to be...
While I was there, I would go see if you can't speak to Jeff Sessions and let him know and show him that and see what he thinks about that.
I don't know how many people are there at the Ed panel coming up tomorrow, but I'm going to let some federal legislators know about this crap, for sure.
Yeah. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I'm really quite down to my own.
And you know what? If you would have never been up there, you would have never known that it was done like that in the case. So.
Well, one thing you know about John Gentry is I check the docket, I check the record religiously, and I go into the courthouse and say, "Let me see the record." They have never fought anybody like me before. I'm going to hold them accountable. Absolutely, I'm going to hold them accountable. And I evidence everything. I'll take pictures, I'll make photocopies, I copy everything, and I say, here's the facts, guys. These are what the facts show. And I think any great person can look at this and say, yeah, this is deceptive.
Yeah.
We're trying to deceive the American public for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So everybody that's new that just jumped on, if you're in Washington, D.C., go down and can meet John Gentry and Kirk Pendergrass. And Kirk's Law Corner is coming on at 8 o'clock. So we will get that shared out, and y'all will be doing live Kirk's Law Corner from the Lincoln Memorial.
All right, guys.
All right. We will see you at 8 o'clock, folks.
Say hi to you.
Oh, hi.
Have a good night. Or not.
All right.
We'll see you back
Be
here
safe,
in a little
guys.
bit.
Well, welcome to
Bye,
DC.
Neely.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you.